Hello. Test everything. Okay. I think my microphone's working. I think the capture card audio is working. We are so back. I ran to GDQ like 5 or 6 times back and forth. Almost every day. What's up, Remove Beta? Thanks for luck. Hello, Wizrobe. Europe was amazing. Hello.
Ahoy.
You ready to reverse draft?
Indeed I am.
Alright. You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Do we decide the tiebreaker beforehand?
Yeah, we can do that. Do you want the songs, or do you want something else?
It is actually not a really gross one, like 7 is not too bad, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know, do you really want to bother with Green Gauntlets?
Yeah, we can remove that one.
Okay, sounds good. And then I don't care who starts.
You can start.
Okay.
Thanks, Anzuka, for the 63 months Prime Gaming. Did I avoid GDQ viruses? Think so. We'll see in the next day or two if I hit something late, but I felt pretty good throughout, even with low sleep. Okay, so this is reverse draft, if you're not familiar. We are drafting each other's squares, and then we're going to just see who gets those squares first. So he's giving me my squares that I'll have to get. I'm giving him his squares that he's going to have to get. This one's super easy. Pretty easy. This one's a bit much. There's fire and spirit. There's also this fire. I feel like Skull Mask is almost for sure. I gotta do Skull Mask here. What's up, Grapple Hammer? Thanks for the 6 months. Skull Mask for sure, and then I think we do... I think we want to do Shadow Trial. Okay. I'm cool with that. Oh, I forgot something. Dude, I gotta get used to streaming again. I had a runner bot set up that would do some of the commands that the Frinker bot used to, but I didn't set it up. That's on my to-do list in like early-ish 2024. My life's been crazy for the past month. I've been so busy. It's funny because it's like usually January is super downtime for me. The last like 3 or 4 years, I've done almost nothing in January, February. It's like cold out, and then I just come home and I don't want to do anything outside. Like I do a lot of things, a lot of hobbies are outdoors, and it's like it's a good time for me to just kind of do my indoor stuff. Kind of figured he was going to pick those two. Balance is the fire, so we both have to do fire. This is just more Zelda for me, so whatever. Now I think we go like... this one. What is this? GTG, Ganon's, and Spirit. It'll at least force him into Spirit too. And then I kind of want to get him this so that he has some shadow as well. But I think this one's better. Yo, what's up, White Thunder? Cool, cool. I'm debating whether I want to upload these to YouTube like I've done the last 2 years. Like the full VODs. I feel like that's all my YouTube channel is right now, is just the full VODs of the beta quests. And I'm kind of thinking I might want to do some other stuff at some point with it, but I don't know. I could also just make like a VODs channel, but I might think about doing that. I don't know. It's a new year. It's time to think about all the new things that I say I'm going to do, and then just don't. But at least the thought was there to try. Yo, Katie, thanks for the 65 months, and thanks for the luck. And new year, new things to procrastinate. Hell yeah. You missed the fitness streams? I wonder why you missed those. What's up, Garg? Thanks for the luck. Okay, I think I can give him this. It puts him in Shadow Temple at least. Or we could kind of just overload some of... This is where it gets a little bit tricky. Yeah, so usually at the turn of the year, I do my spreadsheets for health and finance, but I was busy this year. So I kind of think I might try and do that next weekend, although we're already a month into the new year at that point. But still, I would like to recap my 2023. So maybe that stream will be like next Sunday after Beta Quest. I still have to kind of compile all of that. What do I want to give him here? This one's just not that bad. Give him a bunch of, like, child stuff to do. Because right now, all of my squares, none of them are child only. Like, I have no work to do as child. Or I give him this and it puts him in shadow as well. But he already has iron boots at this point. Do I want to just skip ice for me, is the question. Could also make him do like a Jabu goal. This is just hovering to the one on the wall, really. This is just hovering to the one on the wall, really. I think I like that. It at least forces him to go find Shadow Temple, too. Yeah, I'm back from GDQ. It's all the way down there. I could almost, I could be there. I could be back at the hotel right now and say bye to people in, like 10 minutes time. We are just so back. Yeah, it was unfortunately, I think, the coldest week of the not just the new year, but the winter so far. And I'm pretty sure by next week, yeah, by Thursday it's gonna be 50 degrees again. Which is, I would say, like 40 to 45 is probably more typical of a Pittsburgh week in winter. In January, maybe like 40. Maybe some nights it gets below freezing. But when it was like below 20 a lot. Which, I mean, happens. It's not like that was a crazy cold week. Yeah, getting the runner bot more set up is kind of on my list of things I want to do for this year. There's really not too much hard stuff left. How many dungeons is he in? Fire, ice, shadow, spirit. This one's not that bad, but... Yo, what's up, Gabby? Yeah, at least, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like the snow, but snow probably isn't too big of a deal when you're not really, most people aren't driving. And the memes in the little courtyard area were fun. I think I want to get him Jabu and maybe... maybe this. I mean, this is one of those ones, if you find it, and it's easy, but if you don't find it, it kind of sucks. So... I'm gonna give him a Jabu square. I don't know. These are pretty equal. I think this one probably takes a little more time. Yeah, I guess it was a pretty cold week overall of the country. There were only like a few spots that really were average. I don't know if there's too much left here. That's like hard. He should probably give me Big Octo at this point, though. Yeah. It's fine. I honestly think I just want to give him 5 hearts because dying sometimes, like, those seconds add up. If you have 5 hearts and you have to die. But maybe not yet. Maybe next round. I just feel like Requiem's so free. You, like, find it. But if you don't find it, it's like... it's one of those ones that's... I'd rather make him just keep collecting stuff. You'll find Requiem for sure. I mean, you usually do, right? Except when you don't. I mean, I gotta give it to him over the map compass. It's like you have 2 chances. There's 2 loading zones into Deku. There's only 1 loading zone into Requiem. I'll take it. Yo, Ambrose Selden. Thanks for the luck.
Starting in Mask Shop.
Yes, sir. He was smirking when he did that because he God, that's so gross. It's basically a free skull mask, which was could have been a really hard square. Okay, I'm ready.
I am ready as well. Guess I'll do the countdown then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Good luck. Wow. Could we hit any more of his stuff? What? That's 3 of his things right there. Okay, that's my thing. I want this money. And then I like to get caught before we would get the Gerudo card. Let's see where this goes. I need that. Okay. I'll need that later. Okay. Can't kill them now. But we will work on it. We'll come back with our better equipment later. Okay. One-minute Master Sword. I mean, I have 2 child things. This one and this one. So, you know. Okay, we have some options here. Dude, I can't believe his Gerudo Valley, Mask Shop, and Death Mountain Crater are like the first 3 things. No, let's just go down the water. That's really good for him. I've hit like this entire side for him already. Let's get a bottle. I have the cack skulls, but I'm not worried about that yet. We should hit cack at night at some point. So many loading zones there. I think I'm gonna have a hard time winning this one. If he finds that lakeside lab as well, it's really bad. Because he basically just says, okay, I reset, and I keep going backwards and I find all of my stuff. But we'll see. Maybe the Requiem will actually just be really hard to find this time. Whoop. Slid a little bit, but we're good. Okay, this is pretty good. Flunked an exam? Not in high school. High school was pretty easy for me. In college, I got like a 54 out of 100 once, but I think the average was 65 or something silly like that. So I didn't really fail, because it was curved. That was like a organic chemistry something. That I did really bad on, but okay, this is good. Followage. Following since July 28th, 2014. You cried. Yeah, organic chemistry was really challenging for me. And I did good at the... I need this. I did good at the regular chemistry, like the first chemistry class we had. Wait, I can't, I have no... I can't even kill this. Yeah, I was also, I mean, generally, I was a pretty good test taker. 30 dick nuts. We don't need that for anything. We don't need marinade for anything. I can't even imagine. I'm so glad I didn't have any classes during COVID, because I don't know. I think I would have... I think I would have struggled a lot. Almost 10 years. I've been speedrunning for 18 years. Ooh, entering Jabu is another one of these. Oh shit, I found 2 of these now, but I can't start killing them yet. I need a damn sword. We gotta get a sword or a Deku stick or something. Yeah, I could see also being a teacher would have been really challenging too. Especially if you weren't, like, super tech savvy. Like, needing to set up basically a stream. The ones who were, the ones who, like, knew how to stream had a pretty big advantage. I guess I go grab this sword. I would rather have the Master Sword, but... I am one of the OGs. It's true. What's up, Kristock? It's tied right now. We just started. No one's gotten anything. Yo, Scooby, thanks for the luck. How universities had no real infrastructure plans or skill to do remote lectures. I mean... Yeah, it's just kind of something that they just didn't need to put any energy into. Energy or resources. I'm not going to equip this yet. Because... I guess there's still like a chance I would find sticks and nuts and bottom of the well. But if I would come into a situation again where I would needed to kill a Scotola, there's no water temple here, yeah? I could get the compass. But I could get the... Well, I'm not gonna get the boss key from here. I didn't set up my... Ooh. Am I crazy to not get this? It's a little crazy, but I should remember it, right, guys? Surely I won't forget that it's Mido House into leaving Water Temple. Yeah, the Frinker bot that did all of the, like, beta quest commands is no more. He lived a good long life in dog years. What was he, like? 63 or something? Do I like my job? Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I've said this before. It's not something that my alarm goes off on Monday morning and I'm like jumping out of bed, super excited to go. But, I like my boss and I like my coworkers, and I think that means a lot. I've been there for, it will be 12 years this April, so... Can't say, it's too bad. The rules... Okay, so this is a loading zone randomizer. What did you command on? Beta quest. Yeah, beta quest is basically just a loading zone randomizer. All of the loading zones are scrambled up. There's no logic. Dang it. I don't have enough inventory to do this yet. Yo, Blank, thanks for the love. I don't know if I'm going to remember where DC's at. Okay, Ocarina's pretty nice. We're getting some nice-ish things here. Yeah, so reverse draft is where we draft each other's squares. So before we started playing 12 minutes ago in the corner, He picked all the green squares, which are mine. I picked his, which are red. So we're trying to pick each other. We're trying to pick the hardest things for our opponent. And then we start the timer, and whoever gets their 12 first wins. I need this, but I don't have shoes yet. I can get that one at least. I can't get on the seam yet. But I can get this one. How was my vacation? It was really nice. My life's been kind of crazy for the last month. Purple is kind of the decider. It's basically we're just ignoring it in this case. Because you just can't have an even number of squares. Yo, Smack Rat, thanks for the luck. This is his square? Yeah. Yep, definitely doing this. Yeah. It's pretty rare that that's needed to race for. Every time I get a green square, I'm going to click it. Every time he gets a red square, he's going to click it. You're basically just trying to remove all of them. And I have mine starred, so that once they start becoming more black, you'll see which ones were mine to begin with. He has, like, Hylia Skull. We need to get to a trial now. Trials get me choose. No, absolutely, I don't mind asking questions. I've done this already. But we have plenty to do here, so it's fine. Okay. What's up, Grizz and Farrell? Thanks for the luck. Still can't get by to get the ladder one. I need the ladder here. We need shoes. Yeah, April 2012 was when I was, when I first started my engineering job. What's up, Sage Legacy? Thanks for the luck. Oh yeah, I have Mirror Shield, so I can do this too. First try. I liked how on the GDQ screen they put over the timer, they put first try if someone actually got something first try. That was a neat little touch. Okay, choose. Now I can go back and get these ones. They memed it too if it took several tries. Yeah, just like people do in this channel too. I was also very impressed with the GDQ production. Everything about it being there. It seemed like everything was really smooth. Especially for considering they haven't done an GDQ in like 4 years live. I know they've had a couple of the SGDQ ones with like kind of less people or less like they still kind of had a more hybrid. But yeah, it just seemed like it was really good. Some of my favorite runs, I really liked the OT MST one, obviously. I liked on the first day, I need these. I liked Donkey Kong Country, and I liked Donkey Kong 64. I liked the Donkey Kong 64 so much, I almost want to just, like, casually 100% it. I wanted to see the MM run, but I was exhausted by Friday. I didn't get a chance to. Super Mario 64 with the drums was obviously amazing. I didn't watch too many other things. I don't need that. Yeah, those were probably my favorites. Yeah, the schedule was just pretty, you know, on point, plus or minus. I think they were even like half an hour ahead at one point. What was I gonna say? Oh, the YouTube uploads. Yeah, they were really fast with that this year. I did not watch any Breath of the Wild 2. I don't need... What do I need? I don't need to light these. What do I want to do here? Oh, I guess I light them so I can save a chew. Also, this was something I don't think... I mean, it's been 4 years since I've been to a GDQ. And like I said, I typically don't watch a whole ton of the marathon runs. They had like 2 stages at this one. They had like a stage left and a stage right. And, basically, as one run is happening, the other stage is already setting up the next one. Like, whatever the person needs to get their setup. And so when the one ends, they basically can just switch all their cameras and stuff, and then they're on the other stage. And then they just keep going back and forth. Katie, like I said, it's been 4 years, but that's the first time I noticed that. And I know they didn't have it in 2018 when I did my last run, my bingo. it was still just one stage. That's the first time they did it. Yeah, it was something that it just, like... It just dawned on me. It's like, oh, that's, like, a really good idea. It makes it so much smoother. Yeah, remove beta. I mean, they had... Not only did they have, like, the 2 stages, the interview stage, they had, like, a green room waiting area. They had, like, another... Like, their whole thing up there was really good. I guess we go over here. I guess we get this, because it could be useful. But yeah, I thought that was probably the biggest change to me of, like, why this one ran between games so well. Because I remember there were times where it's like, the runners are all doing their job. They're all finishing on time. It's just, it would take like 30 minutes to get the next person set up because they have like some weird PC game that they just have to have like everything perfect, you know? And it's difficult. It can be difficult to do that. I'm not gonna grab that, obviously. This is gonna be annoying, but... Also, what's up, Prac? Yeah, I liked the DK64 run. I really liked... I don't know a ton about that game. Like I said, after watching it, I kind of just have this itch to play through it casually again. Because for me, it was a really big game. Really big game when I was a kid. Like, my tiny 10-year-old brain couldn't comprehend the, like, size of all of the levels and stuff. But I just really liked the commentary, and everybody seemed like they were having a lot of fun. And sometimes that's more important than, like, technically being proficient at the runs, you know? It's definitely, yeah, in the realm of OOT in terms of, like, chaotic glitching, right? Walls are just suggestions. I'm doing that thing again where I should be doing one thing and I'm not doing it. Like, we should just go back and get this square. Or at least the Zora's Fountain part of it, and we're not. We're just continuing to explore. I need this. I just died. Fire trial. How did I get there? Don't tell me. I need to do it on my own. It was that Temple of Time death. Shit. This one's gonna be really tough. This one's gonna be tough to remember. That Temple of Time death. I wanna go around city here. Okay. Let's get caught first. Let's wait for it to be night, just in case, like... Because we would much rather have it be night here. For some of these, like, skulls. Yeah. Okay. More Zelda. Okay. Yo, Fino. Thanks for the luck. Scary market. Definitely gonna do a back alley night door here. This is a good opportunity, I think, to go do the thing I want to do. What's up, Zoa? Europe was amazing. Can't wait to go back. I really enjoyed my time there. I really liked. I really liked how much people biked there, and how efficient like the trains were. I was in Austria. Now we get caught. Am I remembering this right? Yeah, I am. And then we're in Zora's Fountain. Yes, okay. Oh my god. I gotta get used to buffering again. Yep, that's Austria. My one friend sent me a text when I was traveling. He said, I don't know if it was true or not, it might have just been a meme, but that Vienna has like a little office or space set up in their airport for people that were trying to fly to Australia but went to Austria instead. I don't know how true that is. But it would be really funny if it was. Okay, what did we save there? Oh, we went in, yeah, okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna start to beat these guys now. Get caught on fire, bitch. Sounds like a plan, Zoa. Tell him a friend of a friend of a friend said it. That makes it more believable. Hell yeah. Let's get the bombs. And the skulls. What 3 am I getting? I can reverse get that one, and then, yeah, okay, that should be fine. They did have that 12 years ago? Alright, I'm gonna just say it. They still have it. Wow, yeah, buffering. I don't know if it's because I was just playing on some people's Wii's the last week. It's like, I can't buffer right now. And I'll get the compass. Nice. Probably get the Deku Shield too, although if I have Mirror Shield, it's not like that's super critical. How do I have 10 skulls? Oh, the 6 are so in cash. Compass, don't forget. And Deku Shield. I guess we'll buy it, why not? Bomb drop, sweet. Don't really know if I need this, but don't really have anything else to spend my money on right now. Oh, I'm not gonna make this. That's faster than taking that ladder, right? The way that's worked out? I think so. We're on the board. Okay, sweet. Online. losing 11 to 12. Dang it. How did Baal get those 12 squares in 38 minutes, man? Kicking my ass. No point collecting hearts. Yes, I need this. Did I get this one? I think I did, but I don't remember for sure whether I came back with the sword or not. Okay, yeah, I did. Alright, Scooby, thanks for the luck, and thanks for hanging out. Hope physical therapy goes well. Yes, I saw the Ganon floor glitch. Pretty cool. For me, it's hard for me to get too excited about emulator bugs, though. Like something that would crash the N64, but does some different behavior on an emulator is, to me, it's just like bad emulation. But the fact that the bad emulation results in something is still pretty neat. Okay, I think that's this. There's a way to duplicate the room in DC to where, like, instead of the floor being a floor, it's a loading zone that goes to the collapse. And not just any collapse, it's like the collapse right before Ganon. It's like the craziest way it works out. I think I'm gonna do this. Because I've already been caught by these guards. If someone wants to link it, if they have, like, Danny B's video, they can. Yeah, I think it... I mean, there might be, at some point, a way that people look into having it work on N64, but right now it's basically just VC. Okay, we're gonna do this. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if you would do the exact same thing on N64, it would just crash. Which a lot of the GIM stuff did that too. So it's not like it changes my defeat Ganon at all. Like what I would consider like defeat Ganon on the console I'm using. Do we want to go get the hook shot now? I think we can get the hook shot now before we forget. Let's get the hook shot. Yo, Triforce. Thanks for the luck. I got to meet Triforce at GDQ for the first time. Awesome dude. Very friendly. I know it's been 4 years. Obviously I've been to many GDQs. But I don't know, it just struck me just how friendly everybody was at this one. Like every new person that I met was just like freaking awesome. Okay, don't need that. Yeah, and I mean, like I said, I've been to a ton of GDQs, and probably for me now, it's been like, it had been 4 years, and the last like several I had been to, I had kind of been hanging out with a lot of the same people. But this one was a little bit different. There wasn't like my same core group of people that I went with, so I got to interact with some new people. And it just struck me how super nice everybody was. Just like, I don't know how many times like someone like Spittle, who was doing the MST run, like I feel like he always had a smile on his face. Just like a really, ooh, is this good? Just like a really friendly dude, had a good attitude about a lot of things. It just was nice to talk to him. What am I doing here? Do I just need Big Octo and Baal? I should probably get the... I should probably get the Boomerang and get the Compass, too. I already hovered to these skulls, so it's not like the Boomerang actually helps me with anything. The Compass would be nice. It's not that hard to do, I guess. Wait, I don't want to have to be searching for, like, hard compasses later. We were in Forest Temple. That one kind of sucks, too. I'm hoping... God damn it. I'm hoping we can find, like, bottom of the well. Get some more easy compasses. Obviously, I need Deku already. Maybe I shouldn't do this, but... it'll be nice not to have to worry about as many compasses. I was in water, too. Whatever. I'm committed. I'm committed. Yeah, this is still... it still happens where, like, people come up to me at GDQs and they're like, oh my god, you were the first stream I watched way back in, like... like you said, 2013. And I'm always just, I feel, I always feel a little awkward. I'm like, oh, thanks. But yeah, it is cool, because it's like, I don't even know how many, like, generations of, like, people first saw me doing it, and then they started doing it, and then other people saw those people doing it, and started doing it, you know. Yo, what's up, Sean? GDQ was pretty sweet. I had a lot of fun. It was tiring for me, though. Like, I'm used to... okay. I'm used to my days there. I almost always at least have some... some downtime. Where I can kind of just go back to my hotel room and recharge for a little bit, because I need to. I get very, like, drained. And this time... I didn't stay at the hotel. It was, yeah, it's so close to me. I worked during the day, and then from my office, just walked down to the hotel. And that took, like, less than 10 minutes. Which was nice. I didn't have to pay for any travel or the hotel or anything. But it made my days be... Get up at 5:30, go to work, you know, work all day. At the end of my work day, immediately take my backpack with my N64. Go down to the event, spend another, like, 4 hours hanging out with people. I guess I need Rudo. And then it's late for me, because I'd have to run back to my office, change back into all my running clothes, run back home. Now it's like 11:30 midnight. Go to bed, get up at 5:30 in the morning. Immediately, like, as soon as I get it home, I have to, basically just go to bed. Wake up, go to work, go to the event again. And so, like, there was no downtime for me. Like, absolutely none from, like, Monday through Thursday. And by Friday, it was like I wanted to watch the MM run, but I had already determined in my head, I was like, I gotta go home and nap first, because it is late. That MM run is late. And there was, like, 2 or 3 people message me, like, what's going on? What are you gonna do Friday? And I was just like, I gotta just go home and nap, because... And I intended to nap and then get up and go, still. Go down to watch MM, and my alarm went off from my nap. I got up for like 5 minutes, and then I just went back to sleep. Like, I couldn't. I was so exhausted from the whole week. But yeah, it is one of the ones that I would say is a VOD that I want to at least kind of see how the run went overall. I don't know that I'll sit down and watch the whole 5-hour VOD, but, that's the one that I'm kind of sad I missed. But yeah, I mean, it was an adjustment for me. I think if it's here... If it's here, if AGDQ is here again, I will, I'll be kind of better prepared for how I want to tackle the week. And maybe I still take a day or two off work. Just so I have... Maybe, like, I take Wednesday off work, which is kind of strange, but... I kind of want to leave Jabu. Take, like, Wednesday off work, just so I can have a little bit of recovery time. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I guess I should just lower this. I don't know. I think my total sleep from Friday afternoon through Saturday morning, I slept for like 12 hours. It might have even been like 13 hours of sleep. I was just exhausted. Exhausted. Okay. We're still looking for Zelda. Zelda, Shadow, and Fire, and Deku, and Spirit. Okay. Still have a lot we would like to find here. I mean, to me, that's on the OOT community, not the MM community. The MM community's done it correct, I think. Although the MM 100% definition's a lot easier. Wait, hello? I think OOT should have to have the maps, compass, and boss keys. Because they show up when you pause in the dungeons. Dang it. Twilight Princess and Wind Waker should have them too. I mean... Ooh, wow. My joystick's still a little wonky because it was in my backpack for, like, long periods of time, and I feel like it has got some, like, grime in the area. Yeah, I was gonna say blame Radex because his thought like, he was... It's so crazy that we let some guy who just happened to be the owner of the SDA forums in 2004 make the decisions on our 100% category. Like, we're still being affected by that today. When we've had, honestly, OOT's had multiple opportunities where it could have said, okay, it's now like 2014, let's actually, you know, decide what we want to do here. But we have a chance for, like, a clean slate, and we just, like, never took it. The argument always was, maps and compasses improve player knowledge, not like any of Link's abilities. It only gives you more stuff for you, the player, in your mind, right? Whereas all of, like, the items, I guess, technically improve, like, Link's abilities. That was the argument against maps and compasses. Which, I don't know. That's a pretty wild, argument, because of course you could say the same thing about, like, the Stone of Agony. But there's really no reason to have this shield back on. It's a little scary. Ah, fuck. Yo, M-Link. I have seen the Ganon floor. It is indeed nonsense. But I would expect nothing less. From OOT. Never, we'll go do some other loading zone. Yeah, I feel like Corpse Push is kind of like, how Vine Clip probably used to be. It was like if you wanted to do anything in OOT back in, like 2013 when you were learning it, you kind of had to learn Vine Clip. It was one of those things you just had to do. No, I guess you don't have to do it, but, equipping and having the mirror shield is a beta quest thing. For some reason, MZX just decided that, Child Link could use mirror shield. So I have the mirror shield equipped, you just can't see it. So yeah. Child only hovers. Oh god. Those are some quick stepping stones there. I would like to die. I guess we can. Triforce wins the anti-bingo tournament. Soon, TM. Yeah. Oh, okay. Did Scar set up all of the things on race time for that yet? I know there was some potential, like, features. Yeah, still a work in progress. Okay. It's not necessary to do it, but it would be kind of nice. Yo, Prince, we are so back. Do I need Deca Nuts or Sticks more? I need Nuts more. I knew that wasn't gonna work. Not really a big deal. Yeah, a couple of things like that probably need worked out. Honestly, could just see what people think or want. Oh my god, he's getting away. What people want to do for the tournament and kind of go from there. Still looking for Zelda, Spirit, Fire, Shadow, and I think like one of the Gerudo guards we haven't seen yet. Need this. Obviously I need some boss keys too, but I'll be in those temples. Don't really need this. Not gonna be a good dive sequence. These are so spread out. I don't know if this is really worth it or not. Windmill time paradox, indeed. Okay. I almost would rather die, but boy, we have not a lot to find, and yet a lot of like really specific individual places that are temples. Spirit, Fire, Shadow. We've been in Forest. I kind of remember how to do it. I know it's that Master Sword. And then Zelda I need for the Shadow Skulls. And then the one loading zone Gerudo I still need. I hit so many magic things. Thank God I don't have to remember where those are at. Oh, look how far I got in the water with my awesome trick. I don't think I need this for literally anything, but we have it now. Do I not need that? No, he needs all of that. I can think about getting it for a compass. What do I want to do here? Let's get caught. Yo, what's up, Harry Pickle? My trip to Europe was awesome. I had a really good time. I was in Austria. Anything else I can do here? Not really. What's up, Explo? Yep, I'm still here, still streaming Zelda. Yeah, I had a really good time at GDQ. I was pleasantly surprised because I wasn't expecting a whole lot with this one, and I ended up really enjoying it. It basically confirms for me, like, if they have it in Pittsburgh again, I'm gonna try and plan more stuff again, like... We kind of just did, like, OT charades at the last minute. I feel like I would actually plan it out before the whole thing. I would probably want to do something like Family Feud again. Those were always fun. And then there's been... I think it would be interesting to do... try and organize, like, a panel or something, too. Could be interesting. Did that. Let's do this. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, good. She came in for the kill quick. Okay, now it's just the single Gerudo. The one that has only one loading zone. Let's get more bombs. Why not? Okay. I've done this? I could grab that. I could also enter Spirit. Something tells me this was the way... Okay. I want to take that bridge, I think, again, because I feel like that was the way to Forest Temple. Or maybe it was this? I did this already? This was the way to Jabu. Okay, whatever. Oh, I haven't been caught with the hook shot yet, so let's see where that goes. Another Gerudo Valley. Good to know. Maybe I should have got the slingshot in Deku so I could beat him, but I don't know that it matters that much. I don't really anticipate going back in time. I mean, honestly, I could almost just go adult right now. What do I need to stay child for? The market loading zones? Like, that's about it. Okay. We did this thing at GDQ. This was the first time I had done something like this. I think it's probably the first time the staff tried something like this. We did like recorded. It wasn't live, but it was recorded. Like OOT quiz show type thing. Nice. They would, the staff would say like an OOT trick, and you had 10 seconds to describe, like what it was or how to do it. And then I don't know that it was ever shown anywhere. Like, I think they were gonna edit it and then put it somewhere, either like on their social media or even on like the mainstream. But I don't think it was on the mainstream, and I didn't see it on like YouTube or anything either. So I don't know if they just looked at it and then were editing it and was like, maybe not. But it would have been cool. I don't think I could say who discovered much of what these days, because I feel like a lot of things are very much collaborated. Like, who discovered something like Super Slide? Pretty sure it was Fierce. Fierce Link Master. Who discovered ISG? Pretty sure it was just like that one weird Spanish YouTube that everybody saw that. Wonder if there's anything new to discover. Of course there is. We just found a new way to warp to the end of the game. I could take the owl. Yeah, I want to do all of like the child loading zones here. Alright, did I hit this? Probably not. We gotta adjust. I still missed. I've already done this, but... Did that. I think I've done everything here. Let's just do this one again. No, let's do this one again. No, I can't. Damn, he's not... Oh, let's just... Oh my god. Okay. We're doing this. Here's some new shit. That's taking me out. I'm tempted to go adult. I'm tempted. I really just want to get the child market. I need more markets. Let me get through those, and then... Is that fire? Yes! Okay. Easy way to get back to Forest Temple now. Put loading zones. You make a good argument, Katie. But loading zones. I gotta try them all. attempt at that. I have done glitches when I was blindfolded, yes. I've had some really weird ones, too. Like, what the fuck was happening to me in the slingshot minigame? My god. Like, I hit these, like, frame-perfect things. It was often stuff like that. It was, like, these cutscene things, usually, that I was somehow, like, interrupting a cutscene or, like, at Big Octo once, oops. I dropped my bugs and realized I did it accidentally, and then I caught them, and as I swung and caught them, like, the cutscene with Big Octo started. Like, Ruto was going up. It was super weird. The one in the archery, it's just like, I think I hit, like, 2 frame-perfect things to make that happen. One, to, like, get it to play the game again while you're, like, moving around. And then 2, right as the game ends, to also hit the sign? Like, that's insane. Ooh. This is important. Oh, this was, trials. Entering the center column will get me here. I think I grabbed the hover boots at least now, though. Just because they're so fast. Trials entering the center column. I mean, the what happened at Jabu wasn't blindfolded, though. That was when I was in my 100% days. All I can think about is what everybody's gonna literally just come into the stream, look at the splits, see plus 5 minutes at Jabu, and ask the question. And I'm gonna have to say some random, not random, but some complete bullshit happened on my world record run. I think that probably pissed me off more than the actual thing itself, just knowing that, like, everybody was gonna, this is Gerudo Fortress 5. How many of these do I want to get right now? I might as well get this child side one. Is there any point in going up and doing... Yeah, I should probably do the other child. I guess. I'll just do both child ones. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like... What am I doing? I know I'm gonna have to come back here anyway. Or could I do all of this right now? And just not commit this to memory. 2, 3, 4. Which one am I forgetting? Oh. I think I could do this. Just do it all now. I even have the... What am I doing? I have the boomerang. Like, ready to use a chew on this. Yo, Rumnum, thanks for the luck. This is just gonna be... This is just gonna be so much easier as an adult. I mean, I have ZL now. Fuck it, I feel like it would have been faster to do it later, but... I have so many explosives, it really shouldn't be too bad. It's not so bad in Beta Quest with QPA, but... Wait. But still, yeah, it's way better as a child. This room. But I don't know. I mean, hovering across that gap. Hovering across. And I should only have to do it once, because I gotta go up and get the Mirror Shield key. And then come back down, I think is the way to go. Yeah, I guess this is fine. Oh god, oh god. Please don't die. Just drop, not a bomb. These guys drop some hearts. Well, I can get some in the main room. Oh, did he potentially actually drop a fairy and I wasn't paying attention? It's possible. Okay, now I wanna... Oh, I am gonna have to do this hover twice. Well, I guess I could still do it once, but I think it's just gonna be better. Oh, God. Better to do it twice. losing way too much. Damn it. I gained so much height back. That was cursed from the beginning, honestly. The statue slide. Yeah, no thanks. God damn. What? Okay. Fucking Beta Quest temporary flags, how do they work? That was fortunate. Not only did it drop a bomb, it dropped it back to where I could grab it. Usually that pot has a bomb drop, and you can even, like, dupe it. But I know it's because Beta Quest has, like, weird temporary flags between loading zone areas. So it's just like, nope. I think it's... I don't think so. I think it's like you hit that pod and it's just already empty because of some previous loading zone that you hit or something. Some shenanigans like that. I guess we can go for... Oh god, this is gonna be annoying. Nice. I want to see it again. Alright. Always my danger of staying this long in a temple is I start to, like, forget where things are. Because I've been here so long now, I'm not really, like, engaged mentally in the loading zone spaces anymore. It's kind of, everything's in one spot. Oh, god. Nice. This is 3, 4, 4. Oof. We are struggling with this one today. How many compasses do I have? 3? I'm gonna be in... Shadow. This is a good one. I should probably try and go get this one too. I'm like right here. Do I have to mega flip to this? I think so. Oh, that's gonna suck. Okay. It's gonna really suck. I'm just still going over it. Damn. I need to not do a distance. Oh god. Not do a distance. Mega. Oops, not looking. Yeah, I don't know. I probably should have just committed this to memory and come back to it as adult, but... whatever. Can't go adult before 2 hours in a beta quest. That's just silly. Alright, we're done with that. I know where Forest is at. I know where Shadow is at. Oh, fuck. Damn it, I probably should have got this. Because I think I could have. Yeah, I could have. I could have got that. Boss key. Fuck. I haven't really even been thinking about boss keys. GDQ was pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. I had a good time. It was my first one in 4 years. So it was nice to get back to him. Just go back. See, I purposely now didn't commit Spirit to Memory because I was like, I don't need to commit Spirit to Memory. So now Spirit, I have no idea how to get to Spirit. What should we do here? We just got to do the rest of the market and go adult, I think. I think that's the move. Not yet. Not yet, game. Also, Sun Song would be really nice. I just did this. I think I've done everything here now. Oh, I can still get the water compass. No, I haven't done this yet. Sure. Uh-oh. Okay. Did this already. Gotta get back to the market. Okay. Ugh, I just did this. Get me out of here, man. Yo, Red Dragon King. Thanks for the Prime Gaming. See, this is why we have to try all the child markets, man. That's really gross, though. I'm gonna have to find some other way into Fire Temple there now. Like a Sun Song in the back alley or something, because I'm not gonna be able to do that as an adult. That's a problem. Yeah, I could get FW. Get magic. If I can find a fairy fountain again and find it, that's gonna be tricky. Thankfully, he has to do Fire Temple as well. He needs the hammer. Or, like, back in time, something. But... yeah, that's gonna be tricky. Could really use Sun Song, because I don't even have that. No, Baal was not at AGDQ. He's never been to a GDQ. Let's just keep doing the markets. Okay. We did meet in person. I went to Austria, and I visited him there. Took a train to his town. I don't know. I mean, magic can be good. There's not a lot of purpose for the other spells, though. FW is the spell that I want to stick into Fire Temple right now. If we can do that, we pretty much have all of our squares lined up at this point. But that's a big if. Let's see if that one is green flames. If it is, we have a 1 in 3 chance. One in 3 chance that this is actually FW. Nope. It is the most useless one. Of course. Thank God I can shield myself now. Damn. Could have really... oh, that would have been sick to get. That would have been sick. That was it. Actually FW. Yeah, now we can get the reward from Sky Temple. Goody. Yes, I was there, Sir Axeman, at the end. I saw the total. I'm not very sure I've done this, but... $45. Hooray! 44. Hooray! yuck. I don't know what to do here. Damn. White flash. Yo, Bread. I've had a very, very busy month, but I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. See, now if that were the other back alley, we could potentially still get Fire Temple, but... dupe a fairy and use my boomerang and get the skulls as a kid. It's like super nasty. I don't really want to do that. But I kind of have to solve this Fire Temple problem right now. I'll grab this boss key. I think I hit like 2 or 3 doubles there. That was crazy. Okay, dude. I know, they were just jumping in sync with each other. It's only one boss key, unfortunately, but I'm not too worried about boss keys at this point. What? Okay, dude. Well, I got the boss key. He hasn't done that yet. Completely useless. Ha! If this was, ooh, if this was lockout, I would be so pissed. I would be so pissed. Thank God it's not lockout. I would be mauling to have lost that by like less than 20 seconds. green or red flames. Okay, let's try some of the day ones now that we couldn't do earlier. Man. Oh. Yeah, there's some new stuff here. What's up, Dragon Wizard? Never mind. Thanks for the ad revenue. I'll enjoy my 3 pennies. Why is it always night? God damn. Did I do... The only one I have to do left is, mask shot. I think I'm gonna go adult. I think I'm ready to say fuck this at this point. I have no bot right now. Yeah, we draft each other before we start. Am I really gonna go all the way to the top here? I guess. This is so not gonna be worth it. God. Just get me out of... Just, I have to just go adult and get out of this shit right now. It's just such garbage. "50-50 chance this is FW, please. Please. Okay, we're gonna put this in Fire Temple, and then we're going adult. If I remember where Temple of Time is, which I don't. We'll get there. We'll get it. Okay, next Temple of Time. No! No! Not yet. Can't do it yet. I have to put this in Fire Temple first. But now I know where it's at, so that's good. Shut up. The hell? What? I need market. Just give me a damn market. Damn it. Okay, I think this one was good. I just forget what it led to. Right, spirit. Okay, that's not that important anymore. I need market. Give me... Fuck. Give me a market, please. Give me a market, please. I'll take one market. One market, please. Damn it. I think I've done, like, everything here. Fuck. Where's the market? No, I was just here. I was just here. Hi, dude. Get me out of this hell. This is where it's just like, to not have Sunsong 2 hours in, it really makes the whole seed more difficult to move around. Like, to not have it it just becomes really, really challenging. That was pretty much amazing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm wasting a lot of bombs doing it. Fuck. Compass. And that's about it. That'll be 5. And then we can get Shadow. Or Fire. Either one. I guess... Shadow. Dude. Oh my god. Not like I'm gonna need any chews. Like, I always end up in these seeds getting like 20 plus chews, and it's like never necessary. Like, what am I gonna have to... I don't have to spirit hover. What else am I gonna need like 20 chews for? Where else am I gonna hover like that? When I have bombs, I don't know. How long did it take to get to Europe? It's like an 8-hour flight, but I have to connect somewhere. So, total trip, including like sitting through the airports and customs and everything, is probably like 12 hours. It wasn't as bad as I thought. Honestly, the cross-Atlantic flight, both of those, going there and coming back, felt quick. I'm just gonna equip it, hoping that I get to use it soon. Nope. Okay. Running across the Atlantic. Infinite. Infinite time. Didn't do it. Failed. Reset every time. Can I please get a market now? Please? My god, I got this FW and now it's like I can't find any of the markets? I was indeed a flying guy. Where the fuck is the market? This is close to the market. Fuck. Goes to Temple of Time. Damn it! Are you serious? How? How can I not find a market now? That's crazy. God. Playing to whoever gets their 12. Wait, was that a bomb? It was. How did I not see that? Where's the market, dude? Where's the market? Why can't I find it? I just am stuck in the same loops all this time, man. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. This is silly. So it just goes back to the Colossus. Oh my god. How can't I get any of the markets again? Like, what the fuck? Now that I have, my warp magic to put in the damn forest, or the fire temple. Like, this is so silly. Oh my god, fine. There you go. Just wasting more time. I was literally just here. Literally, I was already in Lake Hylia. I'm taking the grave. Fuck you out. That's big. So glad we're here, yeah. So glad. Oh my god. Please, just get me to a market. Please. Where are the markets, dude? No! How? There's like fucking 15 of them. Come on. Come on. No. I've already done this. The graveyard again. No, I've been here 8 million times. This is so stupid right now. I could easily go adult. I have to set this first. Okay, I haven't done this in a while. Like, actually die in collapse. God. This went to something good. Yeah. That's great, but where's the goddamn market, dude? Dude! Oh my god. It's the market, man. It's not like I'm trying to find something that has 2 loading zones. I'm trying to find something that has 15. Oh my god. Oh my god. There it is. Holy shit. Might as well try and get this before Darunia's here. Why does he always fail there? I don't get that. That happens way too frequently where I don't get back across. Okay, we can now go adult. What are the odds now I can't find fucking Temple of Time? Even though I was just there like 4 times. I was just in Temple of Time. I swear to God. I swear if I don't find this Temple of Time. I actually know multiple Temple of Times right now. Come on. Just go adult. This is getting silly. Watch, I will find all of the mark. I will find... Okay. I was gonna say, watch me find Market like 10 more times before I find Temple of Time again, but... We're doing it! Oh. Straight into Shadow Temple, huh? Let's actually clear all of Shadow, then warp right to... Oh shit, I'm gonna have to do something if I want to do fire straight up now, but... Oh yeah, there's no text. Balls of doll. I should also get this boss key while I'm here. What do I need? Skulls. Yeah, I'm gonna be right by it anyway. Let's get this boss key. Is this 5 or 6? I think it's 5. No. I think I just go through this temple legit. I'm gonna have to talk to Darunia anyway, because I want to get a fairy. It's fine. We just got a lot of temple rush stuff here. Jabu went pretty smoothly in this one. I probably shouldn't have got the Jabu compass. Probably shouldn't have got the Jabu compass, though. What? Did I not get that one? Okay, what are you doing? Nice camera. Ugh. All right, we're cruising. Yo, what's up, Anashi? How you been? Long time no see. Hope you've been doing well. Ooh, I actually almost got that. That was so stupid of me. I just... Okay, calm down. I'm falling for it again. Oops. Wait, I need the skull. Where have I been in Europe? I was in Austria. Yo, what's up, Naman? Thanks for the luck. Boy, Shadow Temple takes forever, and then we're gonna warp to Fire Temple, and that's gonna take forever. I don't know if I actually want to do the Fire Warp yet. I could potentially get, like, Scarecrow Song, and that would help. I could also get Goron's Tunic, and that would help. I could also get a Bottle Fairy, and that would help. Like, there's a lot of things that would help me save time there better later, I think. So maybe we don't do it. I do need to get this boss key before I forget. We need the skull and the boss key. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember where Forest is. I either know exactly how to get to it, or I'm completely fucked. I have been there, so that's at least one thing. Yeah, I had a really great time, Aneshi, in Europe. I can't wait to go again. And yes, AGDQ was quite nice as well. It was really nice to get back to one after after so many years of not being at one. Oops. Okay. That is done. Spain next. We'll see. Hello? Grab it. Thank you. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. DK64 speedrunner. I was talking about casually doing 100% because I don't think I ever did as a kid. DK64. Or at least get all the bananas. Maybe not 100%. I don't know. Oh, nice. Still need to find that last Gerudo guard. That's gonna be tricky, maybe. Okay, I guess guess my plan is to get back to forest at this point. I have 2 boss keys. I can get the... I don't, I'm debating where to go next, what to do. This is new. New stuff we're looking for right now is basically just this last Gerudo. If we can find that, we're pretty solid. Which way have I done before? That way, so I think this is new. This is also new. I don't think anything here is new. Yo, what's up, pig? Thanks for the luck. Should I just go do forest? I'd have to get the bow. I guess I can get the boss key. Lotad. I'm pretty sure there's already a run, right? But yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it. Like, I didn't sit down and watch it, but I'm aware of what it is. Yeah. I think Count already had, world record on, like, his 3rd run or something. Okay, if this doesn't lead directly to forest, I'm fucked. Okay, good. It does, though. I guess I just do forest to the bow. That'll get me a boss key, too, which is... I don't need that. Which is nice, I suppose. This won't take that long, but it's kind of annoying. Because I could just hover over to the green Poe room, I just don't have any arrow to shoot. How have I not even found GTT for, like, the ice arrows? And then it's gonna come... I can get the fire boss key, so it'll basically come down to the Gerudo. If I can find that last Gerudo, or all 6 trials for a free square. Damn. What's up, TNT? Yeah, I might as well come back, get the boss key, jump down, then go warp over to the warp. Fucking hover slide. Okay, good fight. AGDQ was awesome. I had a really good time. I did not have huge expectations. I was kind of just like, I'm gonna go after work and kind of not really plan too much. And it ended up being surprisingly nice. It seemed like the event itself was really well run this time. Like, just a lot of stuff went smoothly for them. Why are these guys so difficult? Meant to do that. Land right off the bridge. Bonk. Oh my god, come on. Please. Thank you. Eh. Three boss keys. That's done. I have a warp in fire. So really, I'm just kind of trying to set up my fire a little bit better with Scarecrow's Song and or Goron Tunic. And then just find that last Gerudo. This is the two things I really need. We're in good shape now. Although he's got to be close with songs. And probably these are one trip away from him. And I can't imagine he, like, doesn't have... I don't know. Maybe he just needs, like, the giant's knife for the sword, I think, because... What should I do here? Thanks. Oh, we can do this now. Wow, laggy. This will be new. We need to keep just trying new things to find that last Gerudo, I think. No. Useless. He got the ice traps. I mean, we're winning and we're close, but he could be pretty close too. Like, really close, actually. He might need just, like, a Goron City for this. He might need, like, one song. This is just a Death Mountain Crater trip. I'm guessing he probably had similar setup for fire that we did. But he's probably set up for it. But I still have to find this. That last Gerudo. Okay, that was a waste of time. Not only getting it, but playing the... not only playing it would be a waste of time, but I have to sit here and watch this whole cutscene. That's also a waste of time. So it's basically a double waste of time. I think I haven't tried some of these grottos, so let's try it. This would be like leaving Sunsong Grave. We haven't even been in there yet, so I'm thinking we want to do this. Pff, please, Fino, it would never. I think this one's new. This is new. Oh, we never entered the bottom of the well. That's kind of lame. Uh-oh. That's a big uh-oh. Thanks for the money, John. What's up, GMR Mons? Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Crappy username. Come on. You couldn't be crappy username anymore? They were like, this username's too crappy. I'm gonna make you change it. Okay. Now, I basically just need to do fire. I have 3 boss... Do I have 3 boss keys? Yeah, I got 3 boss keys. So we might as well just... suffer through it. Even if I have to talk to Darunia, get a fairy, and do all that shenanigans. I think it's probably just gonna be worth it. So we're looking for any temple. I guess Scarecrow Song. If I find Lake Hylia, that would still be kind of nice to reconfirm Scarecrow Song. Actually... Please let me find a Lake Hylia. All those Lake Hylias I had before. It's kind of still a close-ish match. If only there were a warp song that took me to Lake Hylia, right, guys? Couldn't be, though. I know, I was in Lake Hylia 10 times on the search for market. It's literally like leaving Graveyard or some shit. We'll eventually go there. Graveyard and Hylia was like, you couldn't avoid those 2 things. But now, watch. It's gonna take me 8 million years. You know what? How many shoes I got? Ah, fuck it. Watch this. Watch. Oh, God, this is actually big brain. God, this is so big brain. I weighed the heaviest I think I have weighed in years this morning. Also not feeling very fit. Okay, we're just gonna do this. Gotta warm up though, gotta warm up a little bit. No! What? Okay. Ah, not good to take damage. Actually, that 2 sec. Eh, boy. Calculated. Hmm? Oh my god. Fuck. No. Shouldn't need the green gauntlet square. Typically, it's just first to get their 12, and then that's it. That could be used as a tiebreaker sometimes, but I think in this case we kind of just ruled it out. Disgusting. That hover's not too bad with the hover boots. Ball could probably do it. Kinda need to not die here. Actually, just in case we do. Actually, we're just gonna eat this room.
GG.
GG. How many songs do I have? I feel like I could have gotten his things. I only have 3, but I could have gotten Saria's and Epona's and Bolero. And he needed iron boots, so that would have been Serenade for 6. Could have got Storms, yeah. Yeah, so that wouldn't have been too bad for me. I think I would have had this one. This one, I mean, I'm in Fire Temple now. I would have just needed the hammer. And then back to Trials. Which I know how to get to. And then this one, I guess I wasn't in Death Mountain Crater all that much, but it was literally the second loading zone, right? We went Masks to Death Mountain Crater, I think. Pretty quickly. And then Gerudo Valley. Like, these 3 were all in the first couple loading zones. So I'm surprised he did not have this one. What else of his? I could have gotten Hearts, obviously. Skulls and Jabu, obviously. Requiem we have. Skull Mask would have taken a little time, but I don't think we'd had a problem with it. The Ice Traps? I never found GTG, so I guess I wouldn't have been able to do this one yet. I'm sure I could have planted that bean. We could have done this one for sure. Yeah, it would have, for me, if we'd have flipped it, I don't think I would have had this one yet. We would have been searching for GTG. Did you ever have Sun Song?
No, I never found it.
Okay, yeah. Makes moving around more difficult.
Yeah, I've been stuck in like the same old loops for so many times. And I've been in DMC twice. Twice. I got one heart piece and I could never find my way back to get the other one.
Wasn't that like the second loading zone?
Oh goddamn child save warp. I'm so dumb.
It was Mask Shop and then DMC, yeah?
Yeah, right. You could come out of
Okay.
Fire Temple, right? Now that you say it. Stupid of me.
Yeah, because it went Mask Shop to DMC to Guru Valley, and I was like, oh my god, that's 3 of his squares.
That's right. I didn't even think about child save orb anymore once I was adult. But it wouldn't have helped anyway because like getting to fire was a bit tricky with the side market thing.
Yeah, I ended up finding FW and placing it in there.
Yeah, that was my plan, but I couldn't remember where Phantom Ganon was. So I
Hmm.
was hoping for the wild card.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, I think I'll be back to a pretty normal schedule at this point, so I should be around next Sunday.
Okay, sounds good. I should be around next Sunday as well.
In that case,
Thank you for the match and have a nice rest of your Sunday. Bye.
later.